There are some movies where the most unexplainable, tragic, and eerie shit happened either on the set or directly to people involved in making the movie, to the point where people think that the movie itself is actually cursed. The original 1976 The Omen is one of them, so they hired a religious advisor for this movie, and he said that by creating this movie, they were inviting the devil in, and he believed that Satan himself cursed this movie and was going to do anything in his power to stop it from being filmed. And the reason Satan was going to do that is because he wanted to remain invisible, and this movie was making him known. So everybody chalked that up as nonsense, but then some really weird shit started happening. Gregory Peck, who plays the dad, when he was on the plane on the way to London to start filming this movie, his plane was struck by lightning. That alone might not be too weird, but then 2 days later, the writer of The Omen was on a separate plane that was also struck by lightning. To add to that, Gregory Peck was actually initially supposed to be on a different plane but had to change it because of scheduling conflicts. That plane ended up crashing and killing everybody on board. When the crew got to London for filming, one day a bomb went off a block and a half away from where they were staying and killed a whole bunch of people. This scene where Damien and Lee Remick are in this car being attacked by baboons, this car actually stalled and they were stuck there surrounded by these angry animals. And then a couple days later, the guy who worked at the zoo as the animal trainer was mauled by a lion and died. But this one is the weirdest one of all. So you guys know this scene in the movie where this guy is decapitated by this glass that flies out of a truck. During filming, the special effects supervisor and his wife were in a car accident and she was decapitated in this exact same fashion. But that's not even the weirdest part, because the area on the road where this accident happened, where she was decapitated, there was a sign that said Omen 66.6 kilometers. This is too much to be a fucking coincidence. And there's even more shit, but moving on, let's talk about The Crow. If you know anything about The Crow, you know that this is the movie where Brandon Lee tragically died on set. But what you might not know is weird shit happened before that as well. This weird shit includes 2 other crew members being literally set on fire and a hurricane coming out of nowhere and destroying the entire set. Now, Brandon Lee plays the main character, Eric Draven, and there's a scene where he is shot and killed by this gang of men that are trying to attack his girlfriend. So they go to film that scene, the actor goes to shoot Brandon falls, they yell cut, and Brandon does not get up. It turns out there was an obstruction in the barrel of the gun and the gun was not checked prior to filming this scene. So when the actor went to go shoot the dummy bullet, the obstruction came flying out at a velocity fast enough to kill him, and it did. But that's not even all of it. Brandon Lee's father, obviously, was Bruce Lee, an icon. And there was always rumors that there was a Lee family curse. There was a biopic done on Bruce Lee's life and they include this in there. Basically, the Lee family believed that there was a curse on them that was going to cause a demon to come and take the firstborn son, to the point where they actually used to dress Bruce Lee up in girls' clothes. It gets even weirder. Game of Death is usually referred to as Bruce Lee's final movie, and I think it's most iconic too. Like, you think Bruce Lee, you think this outfit. But the weird part is that in this movie, there is a scene where Bruce Lee's character is filming a movie, and he is supposed to be shot with a prop gun, but an enemy of his replaces the fake bullets with real bullets, and he is shot for real. Are you fucking kidding me? A movie that Bruce Lee filmed almost 20 years prior to The Crow coming out foreshadowed his own son's death. That blows my fucking mind. And there's a bunch more other movies that are said to be cursed for various reasons. So if you guys want to hear more about these movies and others, check out the latest episode of my new podcast. I just dropped the Cursed Films episode today. The link is in my bio. Go check it out. Bye.